Greetings! I'm back again. Keep taking these really long hiatuses, don't I? But yeah, just never really know what to say. This isn't my job, so I have loads of other things in my head, and then I think, oh, I must make a YouTube video, and then I don't know what to say, and then I've been just trying to enjoy riding my bike for the last few weeks, because in 6 weeks' time I'll be in the Alps. Anyway, I'm outside on the Riley bike, so let's see where we end up, see what we can find to talk about. It's not that warm. I've got my arm warmers on and it's the middle of June. It looks like it should be warm, but it is not. So yeah, I have been riding and upping my riding for the last few weeks, because in 6 weeks' time I'll be doing 750 kilometers and 18,000 meters of ascent from France coast into Italy, finishing in the Swiss Alps. So yeah, I've done a lot of Zwift because the weather's been pants, and I do seem to keep forgetting that I was in a fracture boot for a whole month when I snapped my leg 3 months ago. So I think training is going all right so far, but just realised how much stuff you need to go on a bikepacking. I've never done bikepacking before. Oh, a steep corner. But still no people. Woo! Been trying to find a way to borrow things because everything's just so expensive, isn't it? And I don't know if I'll really like bikepacking. So if I'm not going to use it loads, then I don't really want to spend probably over £500 if you wanted to buy everything new. It's mad, isn't it? Okay, the arm warmers are off. Oh, I've done 285 feet of climbing, so that's approaching on 100 meters, isn't it? And then I think it's another 100 meters from here to get to the top. So warmed up now. Talking about kit, my kit's all really old, and because I don't really ride outside in the winter that much, I do have an old Rafa, what's it called? Shadow jersey, but it's not that waterproof anymore. It's probably at least 6 years old. And I have a Gore Shake Dry for when it rains, but again, that's quite old. Not sure how waterproof it is. So other than that, haven't got any insulated things, which I believe when you're in the Alps you probably need. Is it warm in the day, cold at night? And descents are cold, right? Not that we're going to be going down, I think we're just going to be going up the whole time. But night riding, got some lights. You need stuff to charge things, don't you? Like what's a good selection of things that you can charge? Nothing lasts 5 days, does it? And I do have a new Wahoo Roam that James thought he'd lost, so he bought another one and found it in a shoe 18 months later, so yay. In fact, my old Wahoo was just a bolt. It was like the first edition that came out, and it consistently made up elevation. I'd be riding along on the flat and it'd be like another foot, another 2 foot, so every ride was like 1,000 meters of ascent. But it also said it was either plus 32 Fahrenheit or minus 442. That was the only temperature it would display for quite a long time. And then you think, how many other metrics are you not getting? So now I have a Roam, which is going pretty well. So that's one technical bit of kit. I've got a bike, which is amazing. So I've done nearly 500 miles on Riley now, which isn't bad for a month or whatever. Done a lot of Zwifts as well, cause weather. It's not that I'm not a fair weather rider, it's more time. Like when I get out, I want to really enjoy it. And I have been trying to do structured training, and I don't have a power meter on here. So, right, big hill incoming. Woo! So I'll see you at the top. BRB. Okay, we are at the top, and it is basically 10k with 200 meters of climbing, except first 5k is flat. Look at this. Woo! Quite high up. Yeah, quite high up. So first 5k is flat, so actually it's almost 200 meters in 5k, possibly 3k. I'm not very good at numbers. What? Look at those skills, or lack thereof. Oh yeah, speaking of skills, this bike, this Riley bike, look, is amazing, and it's really brought back my love of riding. The handling is unbelievable. After breaking my ankle, spending a month in the fracture boot, spending a month on Zwift because I couldn't clip in and out. Riding was okay, but it was the clipping in and out, which was a bit scary. I didn't have a lot of confidence off-road, and I never rode like anything other than a mountain bike till I was about 35. So normally I love NAR. So like, yeah, I used to ride downhill from the age of about 18. I'm not particularly good at it, but I do like wanging down hills, and I like technical stuff. But I was just getting off and freaking out about bits of loose packed gravel that I had ridden loads of times before. So yeah, since I've got Riley, just been absolutely loving it. Taking over Queen of the Mountains on bits that I've been riding for 20 years. Well, since I've had Strava 2016, but you know what I mean. So yeah, the handling on this, it just skips over stuff. The balance, I can wang it around corners sideways. It's just really responsive. But I think because it's not carbon, it's titanium, it's definitely just got a little more give in it. Loving it. Like the best, this is the best bike I've ever owned. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my road bike, Pauline, which I'm really sad about. But what I would like to do is have 2 sets of wheels for Riley. So I've got clearance for 700C. So then it can be my road and off-road bike. Right, I'm going to go and shred some Nara on that note. We're going down here. Me and Riley down here. Let's go! Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of riding footage today because I'm a bit short on time because I was meant to get out an hour earlier than I got out. And I've got to go to work. Boo hiss! But look, it's alright once you get out. Just had loads of faffy house things to do. Adulting just gets in the way. This is the wrong gear. So with the kit things for my trip, I put it on my Instagram stories yesterday, and I was just so stoked. Like the community of Instagram and cycling and gravel particularly, I think it's just amazing. So one friend has agreed to loan me her Albion insulated jacket, and another friend came through with a bivvy, a mat and a sleeping bag that he hasn't even used yet. Like, how amazing is that? Because like I said, it's like the trip is very expensive. Here's some of my favourite NAR. Oh yeah. So then when you've got to buy all these things, it just really adds up, doesn't it? And I'm going through some massive life changes in the next 3 months, so I really don't have any spare money. Can't really afford the trip. That's why I'm going to sell my road bike. Oh look, here's the limpet. Favourite. I've never really cycled in Europe. I've been to Girona, cycled to Paris, but can't wait to see 3 countries in one go. And since my dad died in 2016, you know, he was quite young and fit and got pancreatic cancer and had loads of plans to travel. He was only 66. My motto is you can always potentially make more money, but you can't get time back. So, you know, I'm going to make this trip happen. It's going to be amazing. I'm going with my friend James. He's rad. He speaks Spanish around Allen Key, so he's my long ride buddy. So hopefully we'll still be friends by the end of it. I had to cancel all of my races last year because I didn't have a bike, so I can't tell you how stoked I am to, in 6 weeks' time, be doing a proper adventure with a good friend in new places, and then changing my whole life around between now and September. So that's for a whole separate video. Speaking of whole separate videos, I've been meaning to do one for Riley to properly introduce you to my spangly new bike. I've told Riley that I will do that as well. I will do that. So hopefully if I ride this weekend, which I have to because I've got a lot of riding to do between now and 6 weeks' time, I will do a separate video about Riley, the specs, and yeah, just introduce you properly because she is just amazing. I'm stoked with it. So I've got to basically ride pedal to the metal to get back home now, to get to work in time. I hope I've waffled on enough that there was something interesting that you got from here. Yeah, so once again, I know I sound like a broken record. I will try and do another video sooner than this one. I think it's been a month, hasn't it, since I went to Leeds last. I don't know where time goes, to be honest. I will see you within a month. In fact, I've got Stone Circle in 2 weeks' time. James and I are going with POC again. Obviously, it would be good to do the 220-kilometre route because I need to be that fit. And then I think it's 2 weeks after that I go to the Alps. So flippin' heck, guys, it's all going on. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and ride home and go to work. And I hope I see you all again soon. And thanks for coming along for the ride, as always.